Are some vegetables secretly harming your health as you age? It might sound surprising, but not all veggies are as harmless as they seem, especially for seniors. While they're packed with nutrients, certain vegetables can pose unexpected risks. As we get older, our bodies process food differently, and what once fueled us might now cause trouble. Some vegetables can be tough to digest, interfere with medications, or even worsen existing health conditions. Ignoring these risks could mean discomfort, poor nutrient absorption, or avoidable health issues. In this video, we're uncovering 7 vegetables that may not be as senior-friendly as you think. More importantly, we'll share smarter, safer alternatives to help you stay strong and healthy. Stay tuned because making a few simple swaps could make a world of difference in your well-being. If you find this helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe for more health-boosting tips. Let's dive in. Vegetable number 1, kale. We've all heard about kale. It's the poster child of the superfood movement, praised for its incredible nutritional benefits. Loaded with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, it's been marketed as the ultimate health booster. But what if we told you that kale might not be as perfect as it seems, especially for seniors? One of the biggest concerns with kale is something most people never consider: its oxalate content. Oxalates are natural compounds found in certain vegetables, and while they aren't harmful to everyone, they can cause problems for those prone to kidney stones. When oxalates bind to calcium in the body, they can form tiny, painful crystals that build up in the kidneys. As we age, our kidney function naturally declines. The body becomes less efficient at filtering out excess compounds, which means a diet high in oxalates, like one packed with kale, can add unnecessary stress to the kidneys. For seniors, this could mean a higher risk of developing kidney stones or other kidney-related issues. Some people might argue, but kale is packed with nutrients. Isn't it still worth eating? It's true, kale is rich in vitamins A, C, and K, as well as fiber and antioxidants. However, when it comes to kidney health, the risks of consuming too much kale might outweigh the benefits, particularly for those already experiencing kidney concerns. Kidney stones have ever been an issue, or if we simply want to take precautions, cutting back on kale is a smart move. But this doesn't mean we have to give up on leafy greens altogether. There are plenty of other nutritious options that offer similar benefits without the same level of risk. Take arugula, for example. This leafy green is packed with vitamins and minerals, but it has a much lower oxalate content than kale. It delivers a peppery kick that can elevate salads, sandwiches, and even smoothies. Plus, it's rich in calcium and vitamin K, making it a great choice for bone health, something that becomes even more important as we age. Another fantastic option is romaine lettuce. While it may not have the same reputation as kale, it still provides plenty of vitamins, fiber, and hydration. It's also gentler on the kidneys, making it a safer pick for those looking to maintain their health without the potential downsides of high oxalate foods. Older adults who should include kale in their diet are those who have no kidney issues. If there's no history of kidney stones or kidney disease, kale can be a great source of essential nutrients. Need bone support? Kale is packed with calcium and vitamin K, both crucial for maintaining strong bones and reducing the risk of fractures. Have heart health concerns? The fiber, antioxidants, and potassium in kale support heart health by lowering cholesterol and regulating blood pressure. Need immune-boosting nutrients? With vitamin C and beta-carotene, kale can help strengthen the immune system. Are managing diabetes? Its fiber helps control blood sugar levels, making it a smart choice for those with diabetes. Margaret and Henry had always been health-conscious. In their early 70s, they were determined to maintain an active and nutritious lifestyle. Every morning, they met at the local park for a brisk walk before heading to their favorite juice bar, where kale smoothies were always on the menu. They had read all about kale's benefits, how it's packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Seemed like the perfect addition to their diet. One day, after weeks of incorporating kale into every meal, Margaret started feeling unwell. She experienced sharp pain in her lower back and frequent discomfort when using the restroom. A visit to her doctor revealed she had developed kidney stones. She was shocked. How could such a healthy food cause her problems? Her doctor explained that kale, while nutritious, is high in oxalates. For individuals prone to kidney stones, oxalates bind with calcium and can lead to the formation of painful crystals in the kidneys. Margaret's kidney function wasn't as strong as it used to be, making her more susceptible. The doctor recommended that she cut back on high oxalate foods like kale and opt for lower oxalate greens such as arugula and romaine lettuce instead. Meanwhile, Henry had no issues at all. In fact, he felt more energetic than ever. His doctor praised his diet, especially his regular intake of kale. Henry didn't have any history of kidney problems, and his body was able to process oxalates efficiently. Plus, he had osteoporosis in his family history, and the calcium and vitamin K in kale were excellent for strengthening his bones. For him, eating kale was a fantastic choice. Margaret and Henry had always believed that what was healthy for one person was healthy for everyone. But this experience taught them differently. Nutrition isn't one size fits all. What works wonders for some can be harmful to others. Margaret adjusted her diet by incorporating more kidney-friendly greens, while Henry continued enjoying his kale. They both learned to listen to their bodies and prioritize their individual health needs. Their story is a great reminder. Kale is a superfood, but not for everyone. Kidney stones or kidney disease are a concern. It's wise to limit intake. But for those with strong kidney function who need bone and heart support, kale can be an excellent addition to a balanced diet. Key is understanding our own health and making choices that best support our well-being. For those who love the taste and texture of kale but want a safer alternative, Swiss chard might be a good compromise. While it does contain oxalates, the levels are generally lower than in kale. It's also loaded with magnesium, which plays a key role in muscle and nerve function. The bottom line? Kale is healthy, but it's not necessarily for everyone. If we're looking out for our kidneys, or just aiming for a more balanced diet, it's worth considering alternatives that provide the benefits without the potential harm. Making small changes like swapping kale for lower oxalate greens can make a big difference in the long run. Vegetable number 2, Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts have long been hailed as a nutritional powerhouse. Bursting with fiber, vitamin C, and potent antioxidants, they seem like an ideal addition to any diet. But here's the reality. Despite their benefits, they can cause significant digestive discomfort, particularly for seniors. We've all been there. A delicious meal featuring Brussels sprouts, followed by an uncomfortable bloated feeling that lingers for hours. The reason? Carbohydrate called raffinose, which our bodies struggle to digest. Once it reaches the gut, it ferments, producing excess gas that leads to bloating and even painful cramps. Dr. Emily Carter, a gastroenterologist, explains, as we age, our digestive enzymes become less efficient. Foods that were easy to process in our 20s and 30s can suddenly become problematic. Cruciferous vegetables like Brussels sprouts are among the most common culprits. For some, cooking methods make a difference. Roasting Brussels sprouts can slightly break down their fibrous structure, making them easier to digest. Pairing them with digestion-friendly herbs like fennel or ginger may also help. But for those who consistently experience discomfort, it's worth considering alternatives. Zucchini is a fantastic substitute. Not only does it provide similar vitamins A and C, but it also delivers antioxidants that support immune health. Best of all, zucchini lacks raffinose, making it far gentler on the digestive system. Steamed carrots are another excellent choice. Soft, naturally sweet, and rich in beta-carotene, they support vision, immunity, and heart health without the risk of bloating. Plus, their potassium content helps regulate blood pressure, a crucial factor for seniors. Cruciferous vegetables are a must. Consider switching to bok choy or cauliflower. Both offer fiber and antioxidants while being slightly easier to digest than Brussels sprouts. Light steaming can further enhance their digestibility. Brussels sprouts can be delicious when prepared the right way. Here are some flavorful dishes you can try. 1. Garlic Parmesan roasted Brussels sprouts. Roast halved Brussels sprouts with olive oil, garlic, salt, and pepper. Sprinkle Parmesan cheese on top just before they're done for a crispy, cheesy finish. 2. Brussels sprouts with balsamic glaze and honey. Sauté Brussels sprouts until golden, then drizzle with balsamic reduction and a touch of honey for a sweet and tangy twist. 3. Spicy Sriracha Brussels sprouts. Roast Brussels sprouts with olive oil, then toss with a mixture of sriracha, honey, and lime juice for a bold and spicy flavor. 4. Brussels sprouts and bacon skillet. Crispy bacon and Brussels sprouts are a match made in heaven. Cook bacon first, then sauté the sprouts in the rendered fat for extra flavor. 5. Creamy garlic Brussels sprouts. Sauté Brussels sprouts in butter, then add a creamy sauce made from garlic, heavy cream, and Parmesan for a rich and indulgent side dish. 6. Asian-style sesame Brussels sprouts. Toss roasted Brussels sprouts with soy sauce, sesame oil, ginger, and a sprinkle of sesame seeds for an umami-packed dish. 7. Shaved Brussels sprout salad. Thinly slice raw Brussels sprouts and mix with apples, nuts, cranberries, and a tangy vinaigrette for a refreshing salad. 8. Buffalo Brussels sprouts. Toss crispy roasted Brussels sprouts with buffalo sauce and serve with a side of ranch or blue cheese dressing. At the end of the day, eating well isn't just about choosing healthy foods, it's about selecting what makes us feel our best. Brussels sprouts leave you feeling sluggish and uncomfortable, there's no harm in opting for something gentler. Through all, the goal is to nourish our bodies while enjoying every bite. What's your experience with Brussels sprouts? Have you discovered a trick to make them easier to digest, or have you found a go-to alternative? Let's share our insights and keep the conversation going. Vegetable number 3, raw onions. Raw onions pack a punch. They bring bold flavor, crunch, and depth to dishes. But for many seniors, they come with an unexpected downside: digestive discomfort. That sharp bite we love can trigger acid reflux, leading to heartburn and stomach irritation. Why does this happen? Raw onions contain compounds that relax the lower esophageal sphincter, the muscle that keeps stomach acid from creeping back up. When this muscle loosens, acid can flow into the esophagus, causing that familiar burning sensation. As we age, our digestive systems become more sensitive, making this issue even more common. For those already managing GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, raw onions can make symptoms worse. A simple salad or sandwich topped with onions may seem harmless but can quickly turn into hours of discomfort. We've all been there, enjoying a meal only to regret it later. Does that mean onions are off limits? Not at all. The trick is in how we prepare them. Cooking onions breaks down some of the compounds that cause irritation. Sautéing, roasting, or caramelizing them not only mellows their sharpness but also makes them gentler on digestion. Plus, the natural sweetness that comes out when they're cooked is a bonus. If you're looking for an even milder option, consider green onions. Also known as scallions, they provide a fresh onion flavor without the intensity. They're easier on the stomach and less likely to trigger acid reflux. A sprinkle of chopped scallions can still add that oniony essence to meals without the discomfort. Another alternative? Shallots. These small, flavorful relatives of onions have a naturally mild taste and are less likely to cause digestive trouble. They work beautifully in salads, dressings, and sautés, offering a subtle onion flavor without the harsh aftereffects. If you love onions but struggle with their raw form, try incorporating them in different ways. A slow-roasted onion soup, gently caramelized onions over grilled chicken, or even a homemade onion jam can give you all the flavor without the burn. Key is to find what works best for your body. Eating well isn't just about nutrition, it's about feeling good after every meal. If raw onions don't sit well, there's no need to suffer. Small adjustments can make a big difference, letting us enjoy our favorite foods without regret. Eating raw onions can be beneficial, but consuming them the right way can help prevent digestive discomfort and enhance their flavor. Here are some tips to enjoy raw onions correctly. 1. Soak in cold water. Raw onions can be sharp and intense, which can irritate the stomach. Soaking sliced onions in cold water for 10 to 15 minutes helps remove some of the sulfur compounds, making them milder and easier to digest. 2. Pair with the right foods. Eating raw onions with fatty or starchy foods like avocados, cheese, or whole grains can help balance their strong taste and reduce stomach irritation. A good example is adding raw onions to guacamole or whole grain salads. 3. Use in moderation. Too much raw onion at once can lead to acid reflux or bloating. Start with small amounts and gradually increase if your stomach tolerates them well. 4. Choose the right type of onion. Some onions are milder than others. Red onions and sweet onions like Vidalia or Walla Walla are less pungent and gentler on digestion compared to yellow or white onions. 5. Combine with acidic ingredients. Adding a little vinegar, lemon juice, or lime juice to raw onions helps neutralize their strong taste and makes them easier to digest. Pickling them in vinegar is another great way to enjoy them without the harsh bite. 6. Eat fresh and thinly sliced. The fresher the onion, the less intense its flavor. Slicing them thinly instead of in thick chunks makes them easier to eat and digest. 7. Avoid eating on an empty stomach. Raw onions can be strong on the digestive system, especially when eaten alone. Having them as part of a meal rather than on an empty stomach can help minimize irritation. Would you like some recipe ideas using raw onions? Have you found a way to enjoy onions without discomfort? Maybe a favorite recipe or a special preparation method? Let's share and learn from each other. Vegetable number 4, potatoes. Potatoes are a kitchen staple. They're hearty, comforting, and found in everything from mashed potatoes to crispy fries. But for seniors, especially those managing diabetes or blood sugar concerns, they can be tricky. Despite their deliciousness, they come with a hidden drawback. The issue? Potatoes have a high glycemic index, GIs. That means they break down quickly into glucose, causing rapid blood sugar spikes. For those with insulin resistance or diabetes, these fluctuations can make blood sugar harder to control. Dr. Sarah Thompson, a nutritionist, explains, foods with a high GI can put extra stress on the body's ability to regulate insulin. Over time, this can lead to fatigue, weight gain, and metabolic issues. We don't always think about how something as simple as a baked potato can affect our energy levels. But many of us have felt it, that post-meal crash after indulging in starchy foods. Blood sugar spikes lead to temporary bursts of energy, followed by a slump. For seniors, maintaining steady energy throughout the day is crucial, and high GI foods can make that difficult. So, what's the alternative? Sweet potatoes are a fantastic swap. They have a lower glycemic index, meaning they release sugar more slowly into the bloodstream. Plus, they're rich in fiber, vitamins A and C, and potassium. That means better blood sugar control and more stable energy levels without sacrificing flavor. If sweet potatoes aren't your thing, there are other options too. Cauliflower makes a great low-carb alternative for mashed potatoes. Butternut squash offers a subtly sweet taste with added fiber. Even legumes like lentils can replace starchy sides, providing slow-releasing carbohydrates and protein to keep blood sugar balanced. Of course, this doesn't mean we have to give up potatoes entirely. How we prepare them matters. Boiling potatoes instead of frying or baking helps reduce their glycemic impact. Pairing them with fiber-rich foods like leafy greens or healthy fats can slow digestion and minimize blood sugar spikes. Dr. Thompson suggests a simple trick. If you love potatoes, try eating them cooled. When potatoes are refrigerated after cooking, their starches transform into resistant starch, which slows digestion and lowers the glycemic response. Small adjustments can make a big difference. Choosing the right variety of potato, changing preparation methods, and balancing meals with fiber and protein can help keep blood sugar steady while still enjoying favorite dishes. Eating smart doesn't mean giving up the foods we love. It's about making informed choices that keep us feeling our best. So, what's your favorite way to enjoy potatoes? Have you found a healthy alternative that works for you? Let's talk about it in the comments. Vegetable number 5, eggplant. Plant is one of those veggies that we all love, right? Super versatile, whether it's in a hearty ratatouille, grilled on the side, or blended into dips. Tasty, and it definitely adds flavor to meals. But here's the thing, if you're someone dealing with joint pain or arthritis, eggplant might not be the best choice for you. Let's dive into why. Plant belongs to the nightshade family, along with tomatoes, peppers, and potatoes. They all contain a compound called solanine. For most people, this isn't a problem. But for some of us, especially those with joint pain or arthritis, solanine can actually make inflammation worse. Now, we're not saying eggplant is the enemy. It's just that if you already have some chronic pain or stiffness, eating eggplant could make those symptoms a bit more intense. It's wild how something so small in our food can impact how we feel, but it can. So, what should we do about it? You don't have to completely cut out eggplant, but if you notice that it tends to trigger more discomfort, it might be time to rethink it. Luckily, there are so many other delicious veggies that can be just as satisfying without the added inflammation. Instead of eggplant, why not try squash? Super low in solanine and packed with nutrients that actually help reduce inflammation. You can roast it, toss it in salads, or throw it in soups. So easy to work with and adds great flavor. And bell peppers, don't sleep on these. They're colorful, full of vitamin C, and perfect for reducing inflammation. Plus, they're so easy to add to any dish. You can slice them for salads, roast them as a side, or stuff them with your favorite healthy fillings. The best part? You don't have to give up flavor. Squash and bell peppers are both great alternatives that are easier on your joints but still taste amazing. It's all about making small changes that can make a big difference in how you feel. Remember, everyone's body reacts differently, and what works for one person might not be the same for someone else. But if you're managing arthritis or joint pain, switching things up with a veggie swap could help. In the end, it's all about listening to your body and making adjustments that work for you. If you notice eggplant isn't doing you any favors, consider adding in some anti-inflammatory options like squash or bell peppers. It's these little changes that can really add up over time. Vegetable number 6, cabbage. Cabbage is one of those vegetables that we often take for granted. But when you really dive into its nutritional value, you start to see just how amazing it is. Packed with vitamin C, vitamin K, fiber, and antioxidants, it's a nutrient-dense vegetable that can do wonders for your health. Whether you love it raw in a crunchy salad, cooked in a comforting soup, or fermented as tangy sauerkraut, cabbage offers so much variety in your diet. But here's the kicker. It might not always be as friendly on your digestive system, especially if you're a senior. Now, we all know cabbage is known to cause gas and bloating, particularly when eaten raw. But why does it do that? Well, cabbage contains a type of sugar called raffinose, which is a complex carbohydrate that humans can't fully digest. When raffinose reaches the gut, the bacteria in the digestive system start to ferment it, and voila, you're left with the not-so-pleasant effects, gas, bloating, and discomfort. This can be especially problematic for seniors, who may already have more sensitive digestion or conditions like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Research from the American Journal of Gastroenterology found that foods high in fiber like cabbage can be more difficult to digest for people with gastrointestinal issues. So, while cabbage is a nutritional powerhouse for those with sensitive stomachs, it can be a little tricky to enjoy without the uncomfortable aftermath. But don't let that scare you off from cabbage entirely. The good news is that there are plenty of ways to enjoy cabbage without the unpleasant side effects. It all comes down to how you prepare it. And once you learn the tricks, you can still make cabbage a regular part of your diet. One of the best solutions? Fermentation. Have you ever tried sauerkraut? It's essentially fermented cabbage, and not only does fermentation make cabbage easier to digest, but it also boosts gut health with probiotics. A study from the Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology found that probiotics from fermented foods can help balance the bacteria in our gut, which can lead to better digestion and fewer digestive problems. So, next time you're craving cabbage, consider making sauerkraut. It's a fun and easy way to get your cabbage fix and support your gut health at the same time. Here's something else that might surprise you. Cabbage contains a compound called glutamine, an amino acid that has been shown to help heal the gut lining. This is especially beneficial for people who suffer from leaky gut syndrome or other gastrointestinal issues. According to a study from Nutrition Research Reviews, glutamine plays a crucial role in maintaining the integrity of the gut lining, helping to prevent digestive discomfort. So, even if raw cabbage isn't your friend, fermenting it or cooking it can turn this vegetable into a gut-healing ally. But let's not forget the power of cooking cabbage. If sauerkraut isn't your thing, simply cooking cabbage can make it much easier to digest. Research from the Food Chemistry Journal found that steaming, boiling, or sautéing cabbage can reduce some of its fiber content, making it gentler on the stomach. The heat breaks down the tough fiber, which can alleviate some of the bloating and gas that comes with eating it raw. So there's another option. Cooked cabbage can still be a fantastic choice. And what about portion size? Sometimes it's not about cutting cabbage out of your diet, but rather being mindful of how much you're eating at once. If you love cabbage but find that it causes issues, try enjoying smaller portions and see how your body responds. Studies on portion control show that eating large servings of fibrous vegetables like cabbage can lead to discomfort, but smaller portions allow you to enjoy the health benefits without overwhelming your digestive system. Did you know that cabbage is also high in antioxidants, which can help reduce inflammation? A study published in Food Research International showed that cabbage contains anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that help protect against oxidative stress and inflammation. This can be especially beneficial for seniors who may deal with inflammatory conditions like arthritis. So, even though cabbage can be a little tricky for digestion, it still has a lot of potential benefits if prepared the right way. So, here's the takeaway. Don't write off cabbage just because it's a little tough on your stomach when raw. Key is in how you prepare it. Whether you're fermenting it into sauerkraut, cooking it up in a stew, or just being mindful of portions, there are plenty of ways to enjoy cabbage without the digestive discomfort. And with its wealth of nutrients, antioxidants, and gut-healthy benefits, it's totally worth figuring out how to make it work for you. Vegetable number 7, corn. Let's talk about corn for a minute. It's one of those foods we all love, whether it's on the cob, popped into crunchy kernels, or added to salads and soups. It's versatile, comforting, and a staple at summer barbecues. But here's the thing. While corn might seem like a harmless addition to our meals, it can actually pose some challenges, especially for seniors. Let's break it down. For many of us, corn can be tough on digestion. It's packed with starch, which, while great for energy, is not always the easiest thing for our bodies to break down. If your metabolism is a little slower, or if you've got a digestive system that's not what it used to be, this can lead to some uncomfortable side effects. Think bloating, gas, or even constipation. For seniors, this can be especially problematic as our digestion tends to slow down as we age. But the challenges don't stop there. If you've got concerns about blood sugar, whether you're managing diabetes or just trying to keep your levels stable, corn can be a bit tricky. Due to its high starch content, corn can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. This is something to keep in mind if you're already watching your sugar intake. For seniors trying to manage blood sugar, this can make corn feel like more of a burden than a treat. Now, I know it's tempting to just reach for that sweet corn on the cob, but don't worry. There are some healthier alternatives that can give you all the nutritional benefits without the digestive struggles or blood sugar issues. It's all about making small swaps that can make a big difference in how we feel every day. One great alternative? Quinoa. This super grain is a total game changer. It's a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it an excellent choice for vegetarians or anyone looking to boost their protein intake. Plus, quinoa is packed with fiber, which is perfect for digestion. Unlike corn, it's also much easier on the stomach, making it a great choice for seniors with slower metabolism. Barley is another fantastic option. It's rich in soluble fiber, which is great for stabilizing blood sugar levels. This fiber also supports heart health by lowering cholesterol, making barley a heart-friendly alternative to corn. If you haven't tried barley in soups, stews, or even as a side dish, it's definitely worth considering. It adds a chewy texture and earthy flavor to meals, and it's gentle on the digestive system. In fact, studies have shown that incorporating whole grains like quinoa and barley into your diet can help with both digestion and blood sugar management. For example, a study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that whole grains can improve gut health, reduce inflammation, and even support better blood sugar control. This means swapping out corn for these grains could have a positive impact on both your digestion and your overall health. But don't worry, you don't have to give up corn completely. It's all about balance. If you enjoy corn on occasion, there's no need to cut it out of your diet entirely. Key is moderation and being mindful of how it fits into your overall diet. If you're eating corn, just make sure you're balancing it with other foods that help keep your blood sugar levels in check and support your digestion. And remember, corn doesn't always have to be a bad food. If you're craving it, try using it as a side dish or in small amounts rather than as the main course. When combined with other fiber-rich vegetables or healthy proteins, corn can be part of a balanced meal that works for you. At the end of the day, the goal is to find what works best for your body. If you notice that corn is causing discomfort or affecting your blood sugar levels, don't stress. It's all about finding alternatives that support your health. Quinoa, barley, and other whole grains are just as tasty and way easier on the system, helping you feel better and more energized. So next time you're in the kitchen, try swapping out corn for quinoa or barley. Your gut and blood sugar will thank you, and you'll still be able to enjoy delicious meals without the discomfort. It's all about making small, simple changes that can lead to better health and a happier you. And that's a wrap. We've just explored 7 vegetables that seniors should reconsider adding to their plates. With a few easy swaps, we can boost digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and just feel better overall. The truth is, a healthy diet isn't just about choosing the right foods. It's about understanding how each one affects our bodies. It's all about making mindful choices that work for us. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you found these tips useful, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more senior health insights. We'd love to hear from you, so drop a 9 or a 0 in the comments to let us know which vegetable you'll be cutting back on. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next video.